What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Nae, and today I'm back with another banger for y'all. But anyways, I got some juicy, y'all. I got some tea. Y'all better grab y'all snacks. Like I got my snacks. You better grab y'all snacks, relax, and listen to what I got to say, and watch the video all the way through, because you're gonna miss some of the tea, baby. You don't want to miss no tea. You don't want to miss nothing I'm talking about, because that's the whole point. It's a story time. Let's chill, let's talk, period. But anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you click that bell to get notified, and make sure you share my videos with your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your daddy, your granny, period. Make sure you share my videos on all platforms. Make sure you follow me on social media at all platforms. My Instagram is LifeofNaeeNaee, and my Snapchat is Lil Trey 819. My Facebook is NaeeNaee. Go follow me on all social media platforms right now. Right now, baby. But anyways, yeah, so today I'm gonna be telling y'all the story. Like, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I hope y'all ready. Make sure y'all listen. Don't miss a beat, because it's funny. But then again, it's like, it's normal, but then again, it's like some people may think I had it easy, but just follow along on the story. So basically today I'm be telling y'all how I came out to my family, how I came out to my friends that I was gay, that I like girls. Don't mind my little hair. This was just a lazy little hairstyle I put in my head, because I was like, I don't feel like styling my hair, I don't feel like doing my hair, so let me just put it in a braid, period. So don't mind it, it's cute, but I know it's messy, because it's okay though. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Okay, let's get to the story. Let me start rambling on. Okay, so it all started off, I think, around my 10th grade year. So around my 10th grade year, don't mind that balloon back there, because it's a dead balloon. It was my birthday like last week, so it's going out there. But anyways, like I said, it started off like my 10th grade year, and I just like, I was like, I guess I was talking to boys like from 9th grade all the way up probably to like 10th, like the beginning of 11th grade, actually probably the beginning of 11th grade. I was talking to boys, because I was like, I don't know how people gonna look at me. I don't know if people gonna be like, ugh, or just judge me. Like, I didn't want to deal with that at that moment. Like, I was a kid. I was like, I'm worried about school right now. I don't even care about any of that. So I don't even care. So fast forward, it's like 10th grade year. And basically I think I saw this one girl at school. I ain't gonna say no names, but I saw this one girl at school, and I'm like, oh, she pretty. So like the same thing can happen like over and over. Like I kept seeing females, I'm like, oh, they pretty as hell. Like, she's pretty. So I'm like, okay. So it's like, so then like whole 7th grade year had went by without me saying nothing to nobody. I didn't tell my mama, I didn't tell my friends, I didn't tell nobody, because I just feel like I don't know what people gonna say about me. I don't know what people gonna do. Like, sometimes people can be real judgmental, and I don't even got time for that. Even though I don't, like, I'm at the point right now, like in my life, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. But back then it was a whole different story. So anyways, what happened? So 10th grade year went by, I didn't say nothing to nobody. So like my 11th grade year, this when it gets serious, baby. Make sure you're listening. This when it gets serious. So it all started off at Votech. So I was going to a school, my high school, and my high school had Votech. So Votech is like basically like a something you do on the side, like extracurriculum, but it's like a grade, like it's like real grades you get. So don't mind my nails, like I needed to break for them nails, so don't mind. But anyway, but you can replace like an extracurriculum like thing, like if you had gym, that it replaced that, like all your just your little extra credits you need for high school to graduate. So boom, I was in Votech, and I was talking to this boy, I think, and that's where I started. I'm like, oh well, I wasn't attracted to him. That's how I felt. Like it wasn't there. It was just not my type, not my thing. So that's why I came to realization when I was talking to this one boy in my 11th grade year. And then from there, we was talking for probably about almost a year or so, and he cheated anyway. So you cheated, boom, then that was my cue to get the fuck on because you cheated anyway. So I'm like, fuck it. So he cheated, moved on. So from there, it was always this one girl. She was want to talk to me. So I'm like, I don't know. I kept saying I don't know, or I'm not gay, or I don't like girls. I kept saying the same thing. So we was on a school bus because I caught the school bus from my school to Votech. So we was on a school bus. I think this is where everything started going on. So boom, we on a school bus. It's me and my friends, and basically I get on the bus and she comes to sit next to me, and I'm like, who is you? Why you next to me? What's your name? And she didn't say nothing, so I'm like, okay. So she finally was like, tell me her name, and then she was like, oh, just start talking. And from the way she dressed, I just knew she liked girls, of course. So back in my mind, I'm like, oh, she cute, but I didn't say nothing because I'm like, nobody know I like girls. So from there, then it was, what happened? So what did I say? Oh yeah, so she finally had told me her name, and then she just got into what she was doing at Votech. She was in cooking class. I was in a graphics class, like a graphics art class. So anyways, yeah, at the time I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute, in my head. So my friends kind of knew, like my friends had a little idea that I like girls, basically. So of course I had to tell them first because they already had an idea, so I gotta tell them. So you know, from there it was they kind of had like I said, they had an idea that I was gay. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I the first person I had told was my friend Amani. So I had I think we was at Votech, and she was like, you like girls, don't you? And I'm like, cause she like girls too. She was bisexual, I guess, at the time. I don't know what she is now. That's not my business, mind yours. So anyways, yeah, at the time she had like girls too. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, maybe she will get it, cause she like girls too. So boom, I ain't even gonna say them names. I'm gonna name her Sarah. Her name will be Sarah in the story, because I ain't speaking no names. I ain't got time for that. I ain't name calling, I ain't name dropping, period. 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 Period.
Nothing left to say, like, period.
So the girl I was talking about gonna be named Sarah, so y'all ain't gotta try to figure out who is who. So the girl I was talking about that was gay, that was on the bus I was talking to, her name is Sarah, and my friend is Monty. So you know, I'm like, I had told my friend Monty, like, oh yeah, I like this girl Sarah, and she like, I knew it. So she like, I knew it. And of course I'm like, yeah, because it was obvious. Like, what can I say? Like, females are very beautiful. Like, that's what I'm attracted to. So it's nothing I can change about that. I don't care what anybody's talking about. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just know I like what I like. I'm like, yeah, of course. It was obvious. So what can I say? So she like, oh, do your mama know? Like, she asked me, like, do my mama and them know? And I'm like, well, not really. They don't know nothing. Like, everybody has an idea. Like, everybody in my family had an idea that I like girls. I was gay. So I'm like, no, they don't know, because I just ain't tell them yet. So she like, oh, so I'm the first person to know. And I'm like, yeah, you the first person to know. So from there, I think everybody found out, like, in the Votech class had found out I like girls too. So everybody like, girl, like, it was not that serious. You could have been said something like, you hiding it like it's a crime. Like, it's not a crime to be gay. Like, that's what anybody needs to hear. It's for the people in the back. It's not a crime at all to be gay. It's not a crime. Don't let nobody tell you that. Don't let nobody act like it's a crime, because it's not a crime to be gay. And that's on period. But anyways, yeah, so she was like, everybody's like, yeah, it's not a crime to be gay. It's, you act like you did a crime or something, like you scared. I'm like, no, I wasn't even, I'm scared. I was more so like, people gonna be judgmental. People gonna have everybody gonna have their own opinion. Everybody gonna have to say, like, they gonna put their 2 cents in, say what they want. No, I didn't feel like dealing with that at the time when I first realized I was gay, like girls. So Moving on, everybody in the class found out. Then I'm like, well, since my friends know and this girl likes me, I like her too, so let's do what it do. Let's get together. Let's do what it do. Period. So we started talking, moving on. That was the first girl I talked to. Okay, I'm not talking about her. It's not about her. It's about me. So y'all ain't getting no tea about that. But anyways, yeah. So she was I started talking to her. Moving on. So I'm like, okay. Well, I told my friend. I told this girl. Well, Sarah. I told Sarah already. So now I have to tell my family. So I started off with my sisters because, of course, like, they had an idea. Everybody in my family had an idea for real. So it's like, why are you lying about it? Stop lying. So I told my sisters. My sisters like, oh, I already knew, and the same little story. It was like the same little thing for my friends, for my sisters. Then I had told my mother, of course. So from there, this when I'm like, I was having second thoughts. I was like, maybe I should be gay, maybe I shouldn't, maybe she care, maybe she don't. It was just a bunch of thoughts going through my head, so I didn't know what to do or what to think or what to say, just tell her. So one day, at the time I wasn't living with her, but not about to talk about that either. So at the time I wasn't living with her, so we had went over there for a weekend. So I'm like, okay, this is a good time to tell her. This is the right time to tell her because she don't know. Everybody else know, but she don't know still. So I'm like, okay. So we at her house, and I'm like, oh, I think my sisters gonna say something first. They was like, oh, Tracy like girls or something, and Mama like, what? And Mama like, oh, I been knew that, but my question is, why everybody know and I don't? And the first thing that came to mind, I'm like, you right, could have told you, but I didn't know. I didn't know how I felt about everything. I just wanted to keep it on the down low for a couple more years, months, whatever it took. So I'm like, yeah, I could have told you, but I wasn't thinking that. You was the first person that came to mind, like, to tell, because you don't take stuff as easy as everybody else may take it. So boom. So she got mad about that, like, oh, well, I felt that way because I'm your mother. You could have been told me. She's like, I ain't got no problem with it. It's not a problem. You can like what you like. I want to accept you because I love you, my child. Moving on. So she found out, and she was like, I think she was like she wasn't the last person to find out, but she was like the last person to find out, like. So she was type of way about it. So moving on, basically everybody had found out like my senior year is when I was like, oh yeah, I don't care no more, it's whatever, it's up there now, it's stuck there, baby, like it's up there, you can't change me, you can't tell me nothing about me because I like what I like, and that's just that on that, baby. So anyways, I'm eating this candy, so don't mind me. So, senior year. By senior year, everybody knew. It was my senior year. About turning 18, I'm like, I'm grown anyway, so be it. You got a problem with it, don't deal with it, don't deal with me. I don't care. So, mostly everybody took it. They took it cool. It was all cool and calm and relaxed. Like, it wasn't a problem. Like, I didn't have no parents that didn't accept me. I didn't have no people like around me that didn't really accept me. Like, it was everybody really accepted me for me, because at the end of the day, I'm dealing with it. I'm the one liking girls. Y'all not the one liking girls. Y'all like what y'all like. Y'all got y'all preference and I have mine. Period. So anyways, from there, senior year, I'm like into it. I like girls. That's period. Moving on. I was talking to this girl. Everybody, so the rest of people that was in the high school, because everybody in the high school didn't know for real, because I was talking to the girl at Votech. So meanwhile, my high school, it was 2 different buildings. So my high school, the high school I went to, they didn't really know. So they found out like my senior year. I was talking to this girl, and everybody was like, oh, I know you was gay. And then I started getting people try to talk to me, and everybody said like, you so pretty, and this and that. Just a lot of people hitting on me because I went to all girls school, if you didn't know. I went to all girls school, so I was in school with all girls. So it was like, a lot of people thought, oh, she like girls because she's in the school. No. stop trying to think and stop trying to assume, because you could have just asked, little girl. So basically I'm like, oh well, that's not the reason. First of all, I'm gay because I want to be gay. That's what I feel in my heart. That's what I am. It's nothing about it. Like, it's nothing to explain. That's just what I like, and that's just what it's gonna be for the rest of my life. And that's on period. Because maybe let me tell you, these niggas ain't nothing. These niggas ain't shit. Period. At all. Like, they not shit, and you know that. You know that. Period. So yeah, anyways, I'm like, okay, so everybody like, you pretty. People started trying to talk to me and all that. So, but at the time, I'm like, what is this? I don't like these kind of females. Like, most people in my school was females like me. And me being me, I don't like females look like me. I like people that's a little different. That's probably, like, you could say tomboyish, but no dyke. I'm not saying dyke, I'm saying tomboyish. So don't get the words mixed up. So, yeah. So I was like, I don't like y'all. Stop trying to talk to me. It's none of that. Stop. Y'all not going nowhere, and it's not going to never move on from there. It's no. So yeah, so basically that was the story for her. Like, everybody took it how I thought they was gonna take it.
Oh my God! Wow!
Like, not everybody come out. The only person I thought that wasn't gonna take it as easy was my mother, and she didn't care, basically. So that was everybody's reaction. Everybody was like, oh, it's not that serious. You like girls, you like girls. Nothing nobody can do about it. Like, it's not my problem. Like, I'm happy you like girls, to be honest, because you ain't gonna get pregnant on us. You ain't gonna come home with no baby. And all that. So it was the same little story. You ain't come home with no baby, so I'm good. We ain't come home with no baby, so I'm good. So it was like that. So yeah, just a cool little, calm little, relaxed story. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you click that bell to get notified. Make sure you are sharing my videos with your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin. Once again, make sure you check down below in the description, because I always leave stuff down there. If I don't, then just make sure you check anyways, okay? Period. Make sure y'all drop down below if you're new to my channel. Make sure you drop that dead rose. If you're not new, make sure you drop the rose, like the rose that stand up. Make sure you drop the roses. If you're new to my channel, if you're not, drop the roses. Don't matter. Make sure y'all drop down below what y'all want to see next, because I am dropping no bangers back to back. So stay tuned.